The Seven Wonders of the World, 2025. In a world teeming with natural beauty, architectural marvels, and centuries of human ingenuity, a select few structures have stood the test of time and imagination to become recognized as the wonders of the world. These wonders not only represent incredible feats of engineering and artistry, but also embody the cultural and spiritual aspirations of civilizations long past. In this documentary, we will take a journey across continents and through centuries to explore each of these breathtaking wonders in detail. From the towering Great Wall of China to the enchanting city of Petra carved from rose-red rock, from the spiritual embrace of Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro to the mysterious heights of Machu Picchu in the Andes, from the mathematical brilliance of Chichen Itza to the enduring strength of the Roman Colosseum, and finally, to the romantic splendor of the Taj Mahal. We will delve into their histories, examine their architectural and cultural significance, unearth their legends and stories, and discover how they continue to inspire millions around the globe. Through this documentary, we invite you to reconnect with humanity's greatest monuments, and in doing so, rediscover the limitless potential of human creativity. Let us begin our journey with one of the most awe-inspiring constructions ever built by human hands, the Great Wall of China. 1. The Great Wall of China. Spanning over 21,000 kilometers, the Great Wall of China is more than just a wall. It is a symbol of perseverance, unity, and the incredible organizational power of ancient civilizations. Constructed over several dynasties and centuries, this colossal structure stretches across the rugged terrain of northern China, winding its way through mountains, deserts, and plains. Origins and construction. The origins of the Great Wall trace back as early as the 7th century BCE during the Warring States period. Independent states built walls to defend their territories. When Emperor Qin Shi Huang unified China in 221 BCE, he connected and extended these walls to protect the new empire from northern invaders. The resulting wall was rudimentary, made from tamped earth and local materials. During the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, the wall was extensively rebuilt and fortified, creating much of the iconic brick and stone structure seen today. Thousands of laborers, including soldiers, peasants, and prisoners, worked under grueling conditions to construct this marvel. It is estimated that millions of workers participated in the construction over centuries, with many perishing in the harsh conditions. Architectural features. The Great Wall is not a continuous line, but a network of walls and fortifications with watchtowers, barracks, garrison stations, and signaling capabilities through smoke and fire. The structure adapts to its environment. In mountainous areas, it clings to ridge lines like a serpent. In desert regions, it follows the natural contours of the land. Brick and stone were used extensively during the Ming era, with walls standing up to 7 meters high and 4 to 5 meters wide, allowing several soldiers or even horses to march abreast. The watchtowers, placed at regular intervals, served both as lookout points and defensive bastions. Cultural and strategic significance. Contrary to popular belief, the Great Wall was not entirely effective in keeping out invading forces. However, its psychological and symbolic significance cannot be overstated. It was a massive deterrent and an expression of China's might and unity. It also served as a vital transportation corridor, customs control route, and a means of communication across vast distances. In Chinese culture, the wall became emblematic of strength and resilience. Phrases like, "He who has not climbed the Great Wall is not a true man," a quote by Mao Zedong, reflect its national significance. Modern-day importance and preservation. Today, the Great Wall is one of the most visited tourist attractions in the world, drawing millions of people each year. Sections near Beijing, such as Badaling and Mutianyu, have been restored and made accessible to visitors. Tourists can hike along restored stretches, marvel at the panoramic views, and grasp the sheer scale of the project. However, many parts of the wall are in a state of decay. Weathering, erosion, looting, and lack of maintenance threaten its survival. Preservation efforts are underway, but challenges remain, especially in remote areas. In 1987, UNESCO designated the Great Wall as a World Heritage Site, recognizing its cultural and historical significance. It remains a testament to the ingenuity, ambition, and sacrifice of generations of Chinese people. The Great Wall of China is not just a wall. It is a saga carved in stone and spirit. It tells the story of emperors and peasants, of war and peace, of suffering and glory. As we stand atop its watchtowers, gazing into the horizon, we are reminded of humanity's capacity to build the extraordinary from the simplest of dreams. It is a marvel not only of the ancient world, but also a symbol of the enduring soul of a nation. Our next stop takes us from the mountains of Asia to the deserts of the Middle East, where an ancient city emerges from rose-red cliffs. Welcome to Petra, the hidden gem of Jordan. 2. Petra. In the heart of the Jordanian desert, hidden behind towering cliffs and winding canyons, lies a city carved not just in stone, but in mystery. Petra. To walk its dusty paths is to step into the echo of an ancient civilization that once turned rock into royalty. As the sunlight kisses the rose-red facades of the treasury, you can almost hear the footsteps of traders, scholars, and kings who passed through this hidden metropolis. Petra was more than a city. It was a masterpiece, a crossroads of cultures, a marvel of water engineering, a spiritual sanctuary for the Nabateans. And yet, for centuries, it slept beneath the sand, forgotten by time, until one traveler stumbled upon its secrets, and the world would never be the same. 3. Christ the Redeemer, embracing a city, embracing the world. High above the bustling streets of Rio de Janeiro, where the ocean kisses golden beaches and samba rhythms echo through winding neighborhoods, a colossal figure stands with arms wide open. Christ the Redeemer, or Cristo Redentor, is not just a statue. It is a symbol of hope, of unity, and of a city's soul sculpted in stone. A vision from the heights. The story of Christ the Redeemer begins not with stone or steel, but with a vision, a dream that rose with the morning mist atop Corcovado Mountain. In the 1920s, as Brazil approached the centennial of its independence, a collective desire emerged among Rio's citizens to commemorate their faith and identity with a grand monument. They chose Corcovado, a towering peak that offered a panoramic view of the entire city. From this vantage point, Rio reveals itself in full glory, the Guanabara Bay shimmering like glass, Sugarloaf Mountain rising proudly, and the chaotic beauty of favelas merging with luxurious beachside neighborhoods. It was here, amidst clouds and sky, that Christ would stand. The man behind the marvel, the idea turned into reality under the hands of Brazilian engineer Heitor da Silva Costa, and the elegant form of Christ was crafted by French sculptor Paul Landowski. But it was Brazilian artist Carlos Oswald who proposed the iconic pose, arms outstretched in a gesture of peace and welcome, as if embracing the entire world. Built over 9 years and completed in 1931, the statue is 30 meters tall, with an arm span of 28 meters. Its base, a chapel consecrated to Our Lady of Aparecida, adds another 8 meters to its height. Constructed from reinforced concrete and clad in thousands of triangular soapstone tiles, Christ the Redeemer was designed to endure both time and the elements, a symbol of faith and unity. More than a technical marvel, Christ the Redeemer quickly became a beacon of spiritual identity. To Brazilians, deeply rooted in Catholic traditions, it embodied divine protection and national pride. To the world, it projected an image of Brazil as a place of warmth, welcome, and vibrant culture. Through decades of political change, economic challenges, and cultural evolution, the statue remained unchanged, serene and ever watchful. In times of celebration, it is illuminated in festive lights. In times of sorrow, it glows solemnly in tribute. A journey of pilgrimage. To stand at the feet of Christ the Redeemer is to feel both small and infinite. Visitors ascend via winding roads or take the famous Corcovado Rack Railway, passing through the lush Tijuca Forest, the largest urban rainforest in the world. As they reach the summit, the city unfolds like a painting, and the statue, larger than life, stands as both guardian and witness. Tourists, pilgrims, and locals alike find meaning in the moment. Some are overwhelmed by faith, others by the sheer artistry, but all are touched by the presence of something greater. Moments in time. Christ the Redeemer has watched over Rio through historic moments: the World Cup, Olympic Games, carnival parades, and national protests. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the statue became a screen of hope, illuminated with messages for global healing. Its arms have embraced millions through their dreams, selfies, prayers, and reflections. It has become one of the most photographed statues in the world, and yet no photo can quite capture the sense of awe it inspires. Conservation and renewal. Time and tropical weather take their toll even on giants. Over the years, restoration teams have climbed to dizzying heights to clean, reinforce, and replace the soapstone tiles. Each tile is a puzzle piece, matched by hand from quarries to maintain the statue's soft gray glow. Preserving the statue isn't just technical, it's cultural. Each generation contributes to maintaining this wonder as a promise to the next. It is a task infused with reverence and national pride, beyond religion. Though deeply Christian in origin, Christ the Redeemer transcends religion. It stands for compassion, for openness, for the belief that all are welcome, all are embraced. Its silhouette against the sky has become a symbol not only of Rio, but of humanity's highest ideals. As the sun sets behind the mountains and the city lights begin to sparkle, Christ the Redeemer stands unwavering, arms still outstretched. He watches not only over Rio, but over a world that looks up in admiration and gratitude. From the red rocks of Petra to the green hills of Rio, we now turn our eyes to the high Andes of Peru, where clouds cling to ancient stone and secrets whisper through the ruins. Our next wonder is Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas, a place where mystery and majesty walk hand in hand. 4. Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. High in the misty Andes of Peru, nestled between emerald peaks and kissed by clouds, lies a city that time almost forgot, Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas. Imagine hiking through lush forest trails, the air cool and crisp, the path climbing ever higher. Then, through a break in the trees, you catch your first glimpse, stone terraces cascading down the mountain like steps for giants, ancient structures standing defiantly against the sky, and the ever-present whisper of mystery. This is not just a ruin, it's a portal into a vanished world. A city above the clouds. Machu Picchu was built in the 15th century, during the height of the Inca Empire. Believed to have been a royal estate or sacred religious site for Inca leaders, the city remained hidden from the Spanish conquerors who dismantled much of the Incan civilization. As a result, Machu Picchu was spared the destruction that befell many other sites. Situated over 2,400 meters above sea level, its location is as strategic as it is breathtaking. The city appears to float between mountains, with the sacred peak of Huayna Picchu rising behind it like a sentinel. Ingenious architecture. What makes Machu Picchu so astonishing is not just its location, but the incredible precision and harmony of its construction. The Incas used a technique called ashlar masonry, stones cut so precisely that they fit together without mortar. These walls have withstood centuries of earthquakes and weather. The layout reflects a deep understanding of astronomy, agriculture, and spirituality. Temples are aligned with celestial events, like the winter solstice. Terraced fields cling to the slopes, fed by an intricate irrigation system that still functions. The site is divided into urban and agricultural sectors, with ceremonial spaces like the Temple of the Sun and Intihuatana, a ritual stone associated with the worship of the sun god Inti. A modern discovery. Though local communities knew of Machu Picchu's existence, the world was introduced to it in 1911, when American historian Hiram Bingham, guided by indigenous farmers, brought its splendor to international attention. His expedition sparked global fascination and made Machu Picchu a symbol of Peru's cultural pride. Since then, Machu Picchu has attracted millions of visitors and become one of the most iconic archaeological sites in the world. Its image graces travel brochures, currency, and the imagination of adventurers everywhere. Mystery and meaning. Despite extensive research, many questions remain. Why was it abandoned? Was it unfinished? Was it a fortress, a sanctuary, or a royal retreat? Perhaps all of these at once. Its true purpose remains partly veiled in mystery, lending the site an almost magical aura. To the descendants of the Incas, Machu Picchu is not a ruin. It's a living legacy. It speaks of a time when humans built not against nature, but with it. When spirituality, science, and sovereignty were woven together like the intricate textiles of Andean weavers. Conservation and connection. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, Machu Picchu now faces modern challenges. Climate change, mass tourism, and erosion threaten its delicate balance. Peru has enacted measures to limit daily visitors and protect the site, and local communities play a vital role in sustainable tourism efforts. Programs have been implemented to educate visitors, train guides, and support indigenous voices in preserving both the land and its stories. The Sacred Valley, the region surrounding Machu Picchu, continues to echo with Quechua language, traditions, and music. Standing at the edge of Machu Picchu, gazing down into the valleys below and up into the heavens above, you feel a profound connection to history, to the earth, and to something greater. This city, draped in mist and mystery, is a testament to what humans can create when they work in harmony with their environment. Our next chapter leads us deep into the Yucatan Peninsula, where shadows fall upon a pyramid aligned with the cosmos. Chichen Itza, a beacon of Mayan wisdom, awaits. 5. Chichen Itza, the Pyramid of Knowledge. Beneath the sweltering sun of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, in a region rich with jungle and secrets, stands a pyramid unlike any other. Rising from a great plaza with striking precision and symmetry, El Castillo, the Temple of Kukulkan, dominates the ancient city of Chichen Itza, a place where science, spirituality, and society converged in mesmerizing harmony. Picture a time over 1,000 years ago. The Maya civilization, one of the most advanced of its era, flourished with knowledge of the stars, the seasons, and the secrets of time itself. Their capital city, Chichen Itza, was not just a political hub, but a cosmological center. Every structure aligned with celestial patterns, every ceremony bound to the rhythms of the universe. A city of sacred design, Chichen Itza thrived between the 7th and 13th centuries CE. The name means "at the mouth of the well of the Itzes," referencing the nearby sacred cenote, an enormous natural sinkhole that played a vital role in rituals and water supply. El Castillo, the most iconic structure, is a pyramid of such mathematical elegance that its very design is a calendar in stone. With 4 staircases of 91 steps each and one final step at the summit, the total number, 365, corresponds to the days of the solar year. An astronomical wonder? Twice a year, during the spring and autumn equinoxes, something extraordinary happens. As the sun sets, the pyramid casts a shadow that slithers down the steps like a serpent, an optical illusion created by the angle of the sun and the pyramid's ridges. This shadow connects to the stone serpent heads at the base, representing Kukulkan, the feathered serpent god. This phenomenon wasn't accidental. It was the product of deep astronomical understanding and architectural mastery designed to mark the changing seasons and honor divine cycles. Cultural and ritual life. Chichen Itza was not only a scientific marvel but also a religious and social epicenter. The Great Ball Court, the largest in Mesoamerica, hosted a ceremonial game that was as spiritual as it was athletic. Players competed in life-and-death struggles symbolizing cosmic battles between good and evil. Nearby, the Temple of the Warriors and the Group of 1,000 Columns showcase the military and societal strength of the Maya, while the sacred cenote served as a site of offerings, both material and human, to the gods. Art, sculpture, and hieroglyphs found throughout Chichen Itza tell stories of conquest, celebration, mythology, and sacrifice. They reflect a civilization that saw no division between the earthly and the divine. Rediscovery and recognition. After its decline, Chichen Itza was slowly reclaimed by the jungle. Centuries later, explorers and archaeologists uncovered its ruins, revealing a society of stunning complexity. Today, it is one of the most visited archaeological sites in the Americas. In 1988, Chichen Itza was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its selection as one of the new 7 Wonders of the World in 2007 reaffirmed its importance not only to Mexico, but to the collective memory of humanity. Legacy and modern importance. To modern-day Mayans and Mexicans alike, Chichen Itza is more than ancient stone. It's a symbol of identity and pride. Celebrations still occur on equinox days, drawing crowds who come not only for spectacle, but for spiritual connection. Educational efforts have grown to share Mayan knowledge with the world. Astronomy, ecology, and sustainable agriculture, all still relevant today. Chichen Itza reminds us that wisdom is timeless, and civilizations of the past still have much to teach the present. As the day fades and shadows lengthen over the plaza, the Pyramid of Kukulkan stands unmoved, watching as it has for centuries. It is not just a monument, it is a living clock, a teacher in stone, and a whisper from a brilliant civilization that once looked to the stars and understood its place among them. Next, we travel to the heart of Rome, where gladiators once battled and emperors ruled. The Colosseum, a symbol of strength and spectacle, awaits. 6. The Roman Colosseum, Arena of Glory. In the beating heart of Rome, where traffic bustles and scooters weave through narrow cobbled streets, an ancient giant stands in defiant silence. The Colosseum, with its broken walls and weathered arches, speaks of a time when emperors ruled and gladiators became legends. It is a monument to the grandeur and brutality of one of the most powerful civilizations the world has ever known. An icon of ancient Rome. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was inaugurated in 80 AD under Emperor Titus. It was built on the grounds of Emperor Nero's private palace, a move designed to return the land to the Roman people. With seating for over 50,000 spectators, the Colosseum was the largest amphitheater ever built, and remains the largest standing today. Constructed using travertine limestone, volcanic rock, and Roman concrete, the Colosseum was a masterpiece of engineering. Its elliptical design, complex system of vaults and stairways, and retractable awnings known as the velarium revealed a level of sophistication that still astonishes architects. Bread and circuses. Life in ancient Rome was not all grandeur and opulence. For the common citizen, entertainment was essential, and the Colosseum delivered. Gladiatorial contests, Animal hunts, public executions, and staged naval battles brought the crowd to roaring life. These spectacles served more than entertainment. They reinforced imperial power, honored Roman virtues, and pacified the masses. Imagine the rumble of the crowd as the emperor takes his seat, the clang of steel as gladiators clash, and the roar of wild beasts unleashed from underground cages. These were events of pageantry and peril, choreographed to captivate and control. Architecture of awe. The Colosseum's tiered seating reflected the rigid hierarchy of Roman society. The best seats belonged to the elite, senators, magistrates, and priests, while the poor and enslaved were relegated to the uppermost rows. Yet all had a clear view of the arena, an egalitarian design in spectacle if not in society. Beneath the arena floor lay the hypogeum, a vast network of tunnels, cages, and lifts. Here, animals and fighters waited for their cue. Trapdoors and elevators allowed for dramatic entrances, transforming the arena into a living stage. The Colosseum was not just a theater of blood, it was an engineering marvel, from arena to ruin. With the decline of the Roman Empire, the Colosseum fell into neglect. Earthquakes, fires, and stone scavengers turned the once mighty amphitheater into a skeleton of its former self. Yet even in ruin, it remained a powerful symbol. During the Middle Ages, it was repurposed as a fortress and later a Christian shrine. Over centuries, artists, poets, and pilgrims gazed upon its arches with wonder. It became a symbol of Rome itself, enduring, layered with history, both glorious and tragic. Legacy and symbolism. Today, the Colosseum stands not only as a relic of the past, but also as a reminder of humanity's dual capacity for creation and destruction. It embodies Roman ideals, strength, spectacle, discipline, and endurance, and it asks us to reflect on the cost of greatness. In 2000, the Colosseum became a global symbol against capital punishment. It is lit up at night whenever a death sentence is commuted somewhere in the world, a transformation from a place of death to a beacon of life and human rights. Preservation and future tourism brings millions to its gates each year, posing challenges for preservation. Italy has invested heavily in conservation efforts, including recent renovations that stabilized crumbling sections and restored some underground structures. Virtual reality tours, educational programs, and 3D reconstructions help bring the Colosseum's past to life for a new generation. It is both a museum and a mirror, a place to learn, to marvel, and to remember. As dusk falls over Rome and the golden light touches the ancient stones, the Colosseum reminds us that every civilization leaves behind echoes. Some are whispers. This one is a roar. Next, we journey eastward to the crown jewel of India, where a love story carved in marble has enchanted the world for centuries. The Taj Mahal awaits. 7. The Taj Mahal, a love story in stone. In the quiet town of Agra, beside the slow-moving Yamuna River, rises a monument unlike any other. It is not a palace of war, nor a fortress of pride. It is a mausoleum, built out of mourning, filled with memory, and adorned with love. This is the Taj Mahal, India's most iconic monument and one of the most beloved wonders of the world. The Emperor and his Empress. The story of the Taj Mahal begins with an emperor, Shah Jahan of the Mughal Empire, and his beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal. Their love was not just poetic, but profound. Mumtaz was his confidant, his advisor, and the mother of 14 of his children. When she died during childbirth in 1631, Shah Jahan's world collapsed. Out of grief, he vowed to build a tomb that would be worthy of her memory. What followed was not just architecture, but a heartbroken tribute carved in shimmering white marble, a structure so symmetrical, so graceful, that it seems to defy time itself. A dream in marble, completed in 1653 after 22 years of construction, The Taj Mahal is a masterpiece of Mughal architecture, a blend of Persian, Islamic, and Indian styles. Over 20,000 artisans and craftsmen labored under the guidance of the court architect, Ustad Ahmad Lahori. The mausoleum stands on a raised platform, flanked by 4 elegant minarets. Its central dome rises over 70 meters, capped with a lotus design and a finial that blends Hindu and Islamic motifs. But it's the details that mesmerize: floral reliefs, calligraphy from the Quran, semi-precious stones inlaid into marble like brushstrokes of eternity. The symmetry is breathtaking. The Taj is perfectly mirrored on all sides, a symbol of balance and harmony. At sunrise, the marble blushes pink. At sunset, it glows orange, and beneath the moonlight, it shimmers like a pearl. A garden of paradise. The Taj Mahal isn't just a building, it's an experience. A long, reflecting pool runs through a lush charbagh garden, symbolizing paradise. The gentle sound of fountains, the fragrance of roses and jasmine, the sight of white marble rising through green. Every element is designed to evoke peace, beauty, and divine love. Visitors pass through a red sandstone gate inscribed with verses about entering paradise. And as they approach, the Taj seems to float, ethereal and serene, reminding us that love, like memory, never truly fades. Trials of time. Though built for eternity, the Taj Mahal has not escaped the wear of time. Pollution, acid rain, and a changing climate have dulled its luster. Preservation has become a race against environmental degradation. India has undertaken massive restoration efforts, from mud-pack treatments to strict regulation of local emissions. Today, the Taj is protected not only as a national treasure, but as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a symbol of love recognized worldwide. Legacy of love. The Taj Mahal is more than a tomb. It's a legacy. It tells the world that love can inspire greatness, that beauty can arise from grief, and that even empires can be remembered for their gentleness. Shah Jahan was eventually imprisoned by his own son and spent his final years gazing at the Taj from a window in Agra Fort. When he died, he was buried beside Mumtaz Mahal, reunited at last. As dawn breaks over Agra and the morning light kisses the marble dome, the Taj Mahal whispers its eternal promise that love endures. In a world of shifting empires and fleeting glories, here stands a monument that asks for nothing but remembrance. And so, our journey across the 7 wonders of the world draws to a close. A world of wonder. We have journeyed through time and across continents. We have walked the winding paths of Petra, scaled the walls of Machu Picchu, stood beneath Christ's open arms in Rio, and felt the pulse of history beneath our feet in Rome. We have gazed upon pyramids that count the stars and tombs that tell of undying love. The 7 wonders of the world are not simply tourist destinations. They are chapters in the human story. They are testaments to what we can build, feel, and believe. In each stone laid, in each monument shaped, there is the echo of our shared humanity. They speak of our ingenuity and our flaws, of our thirst for grandeur and our need for meaning. They show us that while cultures may differ, our dreams are deeply united. These wonders call to us, not just to admire, but to preserve. For future generations deserve to marvel as we have marveled. Let them see what we have seen. Let them dream as we have dreamed. And let them too wonder.